I've been holding back from releasing this video for a while now. However, I think it's time I voice my opinion on ARK. I have played ARK since 2017 and have well over 10,000 hours into this game. Unfortunately, over these last few weeks, ARK is dying. Very fast. To start this off, let's talk about what has happened in October. Late October, ARK announced their new remodel of ARK Survival Evolved, which was ARK Survival Ascended. This was essentially ARK but remade on Unreal Engine 5, which for most games allows devs to just make a stunning environment for their game. However, for the devs of ARK, Studio Wildcard, this just meant that they got to literally duplicate the exact same game, and when I mean the exact same game, I mean almost everything is exactly the same. The terrain looks better along with the graphics, but other than that, there are no differences. Not to mention that they're charging $40 for it. About 3 to 5 months ago, the devs posted on Twitter saying that they were working on ARK Survival Ascended, which would be a free version of ARK that we had. This was great news, but that really didn't go to plan at all. You see, Studio Wildcard had been planning to release ARK 2, which is a sequel to ARK Survival Evolved. This was exciting news for the ARK community, however 3 years later we have no sign of anything related to ARK 2. Almost as if they have abandoned the project. Then out of nowhere, ASA came out. I mean, nobody was expecting it at all. It quite literally came out overnight. After many issues with getting servers up and running, it was finally up. It seemed amazing until the issues started to occur. You see, the devs said that ASA or ARK Survival Ascended was a whole new game on an entirely new system, which essentially means that we weren't going to have any of the same issues or bugs that we had on old ARK, which we will get into some of those later. Anyways, right away, players started to notice that there were so many issues that you almost couldn't even play the game. All of the same issues were found within the first few hours of release along with some extras. Meshing was still there, which if you don't know what meshing is, it's basically a way to get under the map and destroy enemy bases without any effort. This issue has been in the game since release of ARK back in 2015. Still to this day, it's not fixed. Along with that, there were many other issues like game crashing, the terrain issues, some dinos literally just flying away, raft glitching, and so much more. All of these issues are still here. Weird considering that the devs said that the game is built on a completely new platform. Now, I know that me talking about this is not going to look good with the devs, and honestly, I do not care. I'm tired of these issues to such an amazing game. Deep beneath all these issues is a beautiful game with character. In fact, I've never had more fun playing a game in my life than with ARK. The connection that you feel when playing and getting hooked is like no other. That's about the only positive review that I will give them. Now, let's move on to something a little bit more serious. Hackers. Hackers have absolutely destroyed ARK Survival Ascended. Within hours of release, hackers roamed the servers, all coming from Windows ARK. If you didn't know, there is two main sources that you can buy ARK from, Steam and Xbox. The Xbox/Windows side of it allowed for hackers to install clients. This included speed hacking, aimbot, and literally flying. For a PvP server on ARK, it can take hundreds of hours to get stuff done, only for a hacker to just destroy all of it within seconds. Meaning there was literally no point in playing. However, I will give ARK credit because they did shut off all the servers for Windows ARK, so that did help a good amount. However, the damage had already been done. Now let's move on to duplicating items. Duplicating items has been an issue with ARK since the release of ASC. There was a known black market back in the day for items, and I knew some players who would duplicate items and literally sell them for a living, some making up to $100,000 a year. However, that's for another video. Duplicating has been fixed in old ARK for many years now, however, on the release of ARK Survival Ascended, it's back. People were duplicating like crazy, and luckily the devs did roll back the service to help with the issues, but with their ticket response time, which is anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, it had been too late. The dupers had won. This instantly destroyed the economic system for ARK. It basically just made items absolutely worthless. Duping still hasn't been patched, and you can easily find many videos all over YouTube on how to do it. Now let's talk about the corruption side of ARK, Snail Games. Snail Games is destroying ARK from banning players for raiding them in-game to just financial greed. Snail Games are the publishers of ARK. and some of the worst publishers in the world. I won't go over all the details of what they did in this video, however, it's best to know that they are not good people. Back in May of 2023, a YouTuber by the name of xFibo and many other ARK YouTubers decided that they were going to raid a tribe named T. T had members from the developers of Snail Games. Upon raiding them, their entire tribe of 93 players were banned for no reason at all. I'll let the video explain for itself.
We did it in a legit way. We even forbid our players from bringing any fabricated snipers. If T sees you using a Fabi, they will ban you almost instantly. We were fighting them on their terms and we were winning. And that is when they decided that fair enough. All 93 of us were banned from Conquest servers forever, except the guy that took the screenshot obviously. But yeah, I am not at all as emotional as things sound about what happened last night. I play this game to have fun with my friends and make videos. I had a blast playing with my friends and I'm proud we attempted a shot at the big prize.
So yeah, Snail Games are horrible people and deserve to be terminated from ARK. Anyways, let's get on to some more key interests. Now, let's talk about ARK in a whole. ARK Survival Evolved to this date has made $270 million. For a small gaming company's first game, this is amazing. Now, for a game that has made this much money, you would expect them to have a decent support team and actually have money to build new structures. But no, all ARK truly cares about is how much money that they can make. So why not make more money by duplicating the same game and selling it for the same amount of money? At least, Snail Games seems to love that idea considering all that they post about is how many sales ARK has made. With ARK Survival Ascended only being out for a few months, they sold 600,000 copies, which if you do the math equals out to about $24 million, which is quite amazing for a game that is literally the same as the last one. Instead of fixing a good game, let's duplicate it and make more money. Now, those are my opinions on the game, but it's obvious that they truly just care about money and greed. The sad reality of ARK is that it is dying. Upon the release of ARK Survival Ascended, they have lost nearly 80% of their main player base. In fact, ARK Survival Evolved, their old game, has more concurrent players than the new one. Thanks to unofficial servers which are hosted by players, ARK still has a loyal player base on it still, and considering that they shut down all servers on ARK Survival Evolved, it's definitely a refresher. Now with all this bad info comes some good. If the devs truly listen to the community, which they aren't, ASA still has the potential with 11 new maps to still be released. If ARK doesn't keep ASA running properly, ARK will be dead within a few months and potentially gone forever.